Hi travel agents, this is Mike Pack from Princess Cruises, and today we are doing a short training that actually during some events recently I've been asked to make. And this is all about groups. The first thing I want to do is on the screen right now you can see, well, I'm on OneSource. The first thing I want to tell you is to always go to booking help, just like this. Then when you click on booking help, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see so much information on groups. You have the handy how-to guides, you know how to manage a group booking, and so much more. So the first step I will always say to do with groups is make sure you're checking out OneSource and getting that key information. But today is a little bit different. In this short video, we are going to do something new. You might notice I've got an empty chair here, and the person joining me today is somebody I'm really excited to have join me. I work a lot of the week here in Southampton, and I get to work along an amazing team. Now, part of that team are the ones that you are making phone calls to, communicating to over the phones, and even sometimes in Ask Isaac. And this young lady is somebody you are very likely to have spoken to before if you've called up. And I am very happy to be joined today by Symone. Symone, thank you for joining us in this interview today. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me.
I love it. Symone, really excited to have you here because you do support a lot of people with their groups. So I would like to ask you a few questions to help anyone watching the short video if they're making or adjusting a group booking.
I'll be delightful to help you.
I love it. Now, let's go for it. Firstly, can you help describe what is a group for Princess Cruises?
Okay, so it's very simple. A group booking is considered a minimum of 8 cabins and 16 lower berth. So having the first 8 cabins, 16 lower berth, that will give you a 1 free place for every group booking.
That's exciting.
Very exciting. Can you imagine getting a free place?
I love it. So you do need those 8 cabins, those 16 lower berths. But let's say I decide I'm married, so it's not going to happen, right? But let's say I went on a cruise on my own. I think my wife would be very upset if I didn't bring her on a cruise with me. But let's say I did. Well, how does that work if I've got a single occupancy cabin?
Let's say you have 7 bookings with 2 lower berths on each, and the 8th cabin, you've got a solo traveler, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
That's it.
So the solo traveler will be paying 2 essential costs for the cabin because we don't have a solo cost. So,
okay.
And that would be considered as well as part of the group.
That's a great question. I like
But there is something very important to know.
Okay, I'm excited. This is why you're here for, Symone.
So also, when we deduct the cost for the free place, please bear in mind that it's based on a cruise fare only.
Yes.
So no flights, no packages, and that is deducted on the average cost of these 16 lower berths.
Oh, that's great. See, that's a fantastic bit of information. Now, of course, one of the big things about doing a group booking is to get those places. And there's a lot of excitement. Like, for instance, when Europe launched, right,
Yep.
for 2028, there's a lot of people booking. The obvious advantage is, well, there's more selection, there's more availability to get people close to each other. Is there a sweet spot? Is there anything anyone needs to know about when or time frame for making a group booking?
To be honest, there isn't one, but I would always say book early to avoid any disappointments. So if you've got a set of guests that would you like to book, just get in there because then you have more availability selection for different cabins category.
That's great. But let's say I'm like, you know what, I want to do a group booking in 6 weeks, 2 months time. That's not a problem?
As long as I've got availability, you can go on a poll online on OneSource and create your group ID. Very simple.
All right. And let's say I've got a lot of friends. I haven't got that many friends. Let's say I did have a lot of friends. How big could a group booking be?
There is not a set number that you can actually book, but to be honest, if there is availability, we are more than happy to help you.
I like it. Perfect. So we talked about getting the complimentary place, right?
Yes.
But how does that work in regard to time frame? When would that be applied? Is it the second you make your booking? How does that work?
So initially you create the group ID. So you have the group ID, and then you would have to make each individual bookings.
Yeah.
and adding the group ID on each of the bookings. And once we have all the groups set, all the groups made, all the bookings confirmed, usually you will get a free place within 7 days from the sailing. So 7 days prior to the sailing, that free place will be added on to your booking.
Okay, now how long does it really take to do a group booking though? Like, how long would it take for me to decide from like right now I'm like I want to do a group booking to getting that group booking code and then I start the process? How long does that take?
Won't take you 2 to 3 minutes to set up
That's
a group
fantastic.
ID.
Great.
Very
Perfect. So you
quickly.
could be at the start of your dinner and by the end of the dinner you could have it
All
done.
done.
So how about changes then? All of a sudden, I would like to swap somebody out. How would that work, right? It's a couple of months before the trip. I've got somebody that wants to swap with their brother. How would that work?
I would say to you, if you like say change names, that's
Okay,
what
yeah.
you reckon. Like to know, this person X is not coming, but I would like to add the Y. So I would say, give us a call, get in touch with us, the contact center, because we can very easily to change the name. Preferably before the balance due date.
Okay,
That
yes,
can be
important,
done,
yeah.
but sometimes it can't be helped. But we would help you any way that we can. Please be aware that if you've got Shorex
Okay, yeah.
booked, if you have your dining reservations booked, or if you have any future cruise credit applied for their guests, that essentially will be removed because that passenger will
Of
be
course, yeah.
cancelled. Yes.
Yeah. So you can't have somebody else's future cruise credit.
No,
Absolutely.
definitely not.
It's a new booking. Is there a cost involved in this? How does that
We
work?
don't really charge for changing names.
Okay.
So as long as there is no other cost involved, like flights.
Flight's a different conversation, of
Very
course.
important. If you've got a group booking with flights booked, you have to take that in consideration. If you are making a name change, has to be before the balance due date, as
Yep.
long as the flight is flexible.
Of course.
If the flight is restricted, then if you remove the person from the booking, charges will be
Of course,
applied
yeah, the
to the
flights
booking.
are going to be locked
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
So how about this then? If I would like to, I'm the group leader and everyone messages me and says, you know what, I think we should all do Princess Premier. It's amazing. I want to do it. How would that work? If you want to change or update or add a package?
You can easily upgrade the package on OneSource. But
Okay.
if you need some sort of help, we are here to help you as well. But you can do everything in OneSource.
And actually, there are some great training guides and videos on there.
Yes.
There are some training guides, of course, on OneSource, of course, what I showed you before, but there's also lots of videos available on YouTube as well. So it's really good to do it. I think I've listed all the things I wanted to do to talk about you. You have to do the packages separately. You can't do the packages as a group. Is there anything else that you think is important in regard to this? Of course, the one pages, the sheets are on there. Any final bit of advice or tip or anything important that someone out there that's booking a group should want to know?
It's very important to understand that you have a group set up, which is one thing, and then you have to create all the bookings individually. And that is a very important point because sometimes we get query about, I've got a group booking, but we don't have the actual bookings made. Very important to know.
Yeah, that is very important. Yet again, all the details there on OneSource. And one of the big things I want to do is just say thank you for popping up here today.
Pleasure.
Yeah, but it's really nice as well out there. So many times travel agents will phone up the contact center. We get such lovely feedback when I'm at events about how friendly everyone is. And you are just the most friendly person, Symone. So thank you for sharing your bubbly nature on this video. And I hope you all found it helpful. Thank you.